Hi guys. Cinema in Minutes here. Now we will explain a phenomenal Korean Netflix series, Squid Game. This series first aired on September 17, 2020, and immediately received positive appreciation from film connoisseurs. And this film is played by famous Korean actors such as Lee Jung-jae, Park Hae-soo, Yoon Ho-yeon, Wi Ha-jun, and many other famous actors. And this movie consists of 8 episodes. Then how is the plot of the film? So let's check it out. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss other videos. Now we will explain part 1 of this Squid Game series with the title Red Light and Green Light. This film begins with a man named Ji-hun who is having dinner. Then he was given money by his mother to buy a birthday present for his daughter, named Ga-young. In addition, his mother also asked to buy delicious food. Then Ji-hun denied, and said that money would not be enough to buy everything, and his mother added a few more. When Ji-hun's mother left, he looked for his mother's credit card, and he found it. Then Ji-hun went to the ATM to withdraw the money on the credit card. After the money was taken, Ji-hun went to a gambling place. It turned out that there he made a bet for horse racing. And in the end, he lost. And he became stressed because he lost quite a lot of money. Then he had a second chance to gamble again. And now he's lucky and won. Then he gave a tip to the cashier after he took the gambling gift. Then in the lobby, Ji-hun called his daughter, and he promised to buy her lots of toys and delicious food. Suddenly, several people came up to Ji-hun and chased him. Then he ran inside again and bumped into someone. Ji-hun fell, got up, and ran again, and Ji-hun was caught by them in a toilet. And it turns out that these people are loan sharks who will collect debts from Ji-hun. In the toilet, Ji-hun was beaten and threatened with death if he did not pay his debt. He thought that he would pay the debt from his winnings playing gambling. And it turned out that the money had been stolen by someone who collided with him when he fell when he was running earlier. Then he promised to pay off the debt in 1 month with the guarantee that Ji-hun's eyes and kidneys would be taken by the loan shark. Then Ji-hun back to the cashier and asked for the money back. Then he came to a game of claw dolls, but he always lost. And his money was almost gone. Lucky then, a little boy came and helped Ji-hun to get a doll and he succeeded. He felt happy. After that Ji-hun took his daughter to dinner together. There he gave his daughter a gift he got from the previous game. And it turned out that the gift was a gun. Then Ji-hun argued that he hoped his daughter would grow up to become a soldier, so that his mother would not be angry. Then Ji-hun kept the toy. Then Ji-hun took his daughter home. Just for your information, Ji-hun and his wife had a break, and their child was raised by Ji-hun's wife. Then Ji-hun back home. But when he was get on the train he found that he missed the train. And he must to wait for the next train. Then Ji-hun sat waiting for the next train. Suddenly someone approached him and that person offered a game. And if Ji-hun wins he will get 100,000 won. On the other hand, if Ji-hun loses, then he has to pay 100,000 won to that person. Then the person showed them what game they would play. And hundreds of thousands of won. They started the game. And Ji-hun lost for the first. Then the person asked Ji-hun for payment. He know that Ji-hun had no money. And in exchange for every time Ji-hun loses, he gets a slap in his face. Until the last game, Ji-hun won. Because he felt hurt, Ji-hun would also slap the person. But the initial agreement was that whoever won would get 100,000 won. Then the person offers Ji-hun another game which if he wins, he will get a lot of money up to billions of won. But Ji-hun didn't believe it. Then the person explained that today Ji-hun is bound by a contract to sign the organ surrender letter. Ji-hun has a debt of 160 million won to loan sharks. And bank debt of 150 million won. And that person knows all of the problems of Ji-hun's life. Hearing that all Ji-hun wonders? How did this person know all about him? Then before leaving, the person gave a business card to Ji-hun. Then he left. After that Ji-hun back home. And bought fish at a stall he subscribed to. Here Ji-hun talked with the fishmonger. The fishmonger thinks that Ji-hun won in gambling, so he is very happy. But Ji-hun denies it. Then Ji-hun asks the fishmonger's son, who was Ji-hun's playmate when he was a child. His name is Sang-woo. She said that his son was running a business abroad. Then Ji-hun said goodbye. And on the way, he saw a hungry cat. Then he gave the fish that he bought to the cat. Ji-hun got home. Then he gave some of the money he got to his mother. But his mother thought that the money was a gift of gambling or stealing. Then Ji-hun's mother told him that his daughter would move to America with his new family. Then Ji-hun remembered that next year, he would buy his daughter a very nice birthday gift. And his mother told Ji-hun to get custody of his child. But he's still confused about how to get it. That night, Ji-hun was thinking about how to get custody of his child. Then he remembered the card that people gave him this afternoon. Then he dialed the number written on the card. After calling, Ji-hun was told to wait for that person somewhere at night. Then Ji-hun gets into the car. And he's sedated with smoke. Next, when he woke up, Ji-hun was already in an unfamiliar place. Lots of people. And they were wearing the same clothes. And distinguished by a number. And it turns out that this person is controlled by people who wear strange clothes. And wear masks and are led by a person named Franman. Then, Ji-hun met an old man numbered 001 whose name was Ilnam. And who was the first participant? And it turns out that Ji-hun is numbered 456. And he is the last participant. And in the middle of the hall, two people are fighting, which turns out to be the person who stole the previous Ji-hun's money, named Se. Here Se is dealing with a gangster named Doc. Doc wants to beat Se for betraying him. So they are both in the same gang. At that time Ji-hun felt he had met the girl. Then he came forward and asked for his money which was stolen by Se. Until then the alarm goes on. And people with strange clothes wearing masks came. And asked the participants to sign the game agreement. After they all agree, then they are taken to a colorful maze to take player profile photos. Which are connected and monitored directly by the frontman. Then they were taken to a large field where across the field person are wearing a mask. And a giant doll. On the other hand, the frontman watched the show from his room. Participants must reach the finish line within 5 minutes. Otherwise, they will die. And the game began. Initially, all the players underestimated the game. Until one of them was shot for violating the rules of the game. So the giant doll detects excessive movement. When there is excessive movement, the players will be shot. And some players choose to go back to approaching the door. Late, they were shot. After a long struggle, Ji-hun finally arrived at the opposite line near the doll. And leave the slow people. And they were shot, dead, because 5 minutes had passed. The film is finished, and continues to part 2. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss other videos. Thanks for watching.